So Split Fiction has had its spot in the sun for the last couple of weeks, and being as I've only really played competitive games, I wondered, how was the plat? As you can see from the guide that I've just pulled up, it's pretty easy. I think the only real issue with this game is finding a friend to play with. Luckily, this game does have a friend pass, meaning that only one person needs to buy the game in order to play. Also, spoiler warning, I am on PC. Sorry, it's just kind of where all my friends are. Of course, though, with the clickbait out of the way, let us begin. Kinda. Because I'm not gonna lie, this game is kinda easy. It's fun, but it's easy. And while most of the trophies in this game are missable, there are chapter selects that you could go back to if you've missed anything. Which means that the easiest way to get all of the trophies in this game is to just beat the game in the first place. Then go back through the chapter select and collect them one by one. Of course, this video has to have some type of length to it, so we're just gonna do a quick rundown of all of the chapters. Spoiler warning. Duh. We start off the game by meeting our protagonist, Zoe, and Mia, who are on their way to a company that has promised to help them get their books published. Both of these ladies are struggling writers, and after meeting the big bad, because of course he is,
Feel it.
they are plugged up to a machine that is supposed to bring their writings to life. Mia's spidey sense starts to tingle and she refuses. A confrontation breaks out and she is pushed into Zoe's machine, giving us this beautiful piece of symbolism. There's a lot of it in this game. After meeting up in one of Zoe's worlds, they realize that the machine has started to glitch. These glitches are going to be the things that you're going to be chasing throughout the game, having to complete each level to get to a glitch to move to a different level. So after going through the first glitch in the cutscene, we find ourselves in one of Mia's stories. It's a very futuristic tutorial level that ends with a bang. We then find ourselves in one of Zoe's worlds, another relatively short level in a fantasy medieval city that's being overrun by trolls. Most of this level is a chase sequence with a few roadblocks that's made to let you know that this is a co-op game.
Oh, we gotta help each other out because you gotta help me across. I see. I throw that shit.
After some Donkey Konging and some Assassin's Creeding, like I said, get used to the reference, we find our way through another glitch where we get to listen to the big bad spill his secrets. Basically, this guy is not trying to get writers published. What he wants is to use this machine to steal our creative ideas. You know how companies kind of like steal your online data and then sell it to other companies? He's basically doing that, but cranked up to 11. This man wants unpublished, unfinished story ideas straight from your brain so he can hog and monopolize the market. Of course, with the little help of plot armor, the glitches are keeping ours safe, while also, at the same time, breaking the machine. Taking a huge leap in assumptions, Mia and Zoe decide that creating more glitches will help them get out of the machine, leading us to having to clear the stories that they've written in order to find and or create more glitches. So the first real mission that we start off with is one of Mia's, and we are cyber ninjas looking to take revenge on the evil greedy corpos from parking tickets. I know it sounds stupid when I say it, and now that I've had it written on my phone, but I still can't get over that we did this.
Jump where? Oh my god, there's so many people we're killing!
You ran up it.
We're good.
Why are we killing him? He was just trying to live his best life. Yo, you were a killer. You were a villain.
And this.
I bet you were. We're just gonna steal his bike.
We just gonna take his. We just gonna. God damn.
No!
God damn.
To a bunch of people over parking tickets. I do have to say that the boss has some of the best dialogue that I've seen in a video game in a while.
You have unpaid parking tickets. Time to die.
One quick thing that I did forget to mention before we move on is side stories. These are short levels inside of the bigger levels, and there is a trophy for doing all of them. I won't really be going through all of them here because that really isn't the point of the video, unless of course there is a trophy to be had by going inside of one. And with that being said, welcome to one of Zoe's side stories. This is unfortunately where we will be getting our first trophy. Making your way through this level, you will come to a pig in a house. A very fragile house. If you know anything about the Three Little Pigs stories, you know where this is going.
Stable.
No, you get breakfast.
Oh no, that was a trophy! Puffing and puffing!
Now I feel kind of bad. Sorry.
And there you have it, our very first trophy. really isn't the big bad wolf that you have to worry about. After coming back out of the side story, we grab one more trophy before beating the level and finding the glitch.
Bruh.
Struggle.
It's so violent. Oh, well, thanks, dog. You gave me a trophy.
This is kind of where all my disappointment with the game lies and hits really fucking hard, because I do not like Zoe's type of fiction at all. If you think she writes anything about killing goblins, taking up swords to fight the trolls off, or casting magic, you would be very mistaken. The only way that I can really describe her type of fantasy is whimsical fantasy, the type of fiction that you would let your kids read. She even states multiple times throughout the game that she doesn't like violence.
Oh, too violent. Way too violent.
Which unfortunately means that most of her levels are going to be puzzle based, while most of Mia levels are action based. And seeing how as I come from a competitive background, not really a puzzle guy. Of course, though, that is just my opinion, and I'm sorry for the tangent. The next level's gimmicks involves our characters being able to shapeshift into 2 different forms, each having its own mechanics that you will need to use to figure out and beat the puzzles. After having a dance-off with the Monkey King, we make our way into the Frozen Palace and confront the big bad.
Pet me or die, human.
Some Tekken combos and broken stones later, we find ourselves another glitch, thus taking us back into one of Mia's stories. This one is another sci-fi adventure with color-coordinated guns, acid baths, and big-ass robots. In this story, we learn a little bit more about Mia and her life outside of this. Unfortunately, her dad has some major health problems, which she wrote into the story, as the finale of this is us rescuing a giant octopus that has been captured by this company for experimentation. This, of course, is supposed to represent her dad in and out of the hospital, poked and prodded to no end. After some water fun, we find another glitch and make our way back to base where we can finally talk to the real big bad.
Can't you see that I'm doing society a favor? I'm the good guy here.
Finding out that he doesn't like us snooping around the glitches, breaking his machine, he intends to try to stop us, leading to a chain together sequence where we're tethered together. We can't get too far away from each other or let the tether get cut.
God, it's like that one game, chained together.
I've got a feeling that he might.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Of course, after getting used to the mechanic, we find ourselves another glitch, which puts us into one of Zoe's stories. And this is where we will be getting another trophy. This one is one of Zoe's more interesting stories as it does deal with getting and upgrading your own dragon. Unfortunately, like the rest of her stories, it's puzzle based. As you are making your way through this level, you will come across a dragon fruit tree. Feeding your dragon here will give you a trophy.
Rule on me.
Take a snack. You got me a fucking trophy, dog. Thank you, bro. This is dragon
God.
fruit. Get it?
I got you.
Get it, dog?
Making your way through this level, there are 3 bosses: Purple Lich, a treasure turtle, and the finale being a dragon itself. After beating the dragon, of course, we get taken back to base where the big bad sends the machine into overdrive, forcing both Mia and Zoe into their subconscious.
Good luck finding the glitch in the maze of your own subconscious.
This is where the narrative picks up a bit because these are stories that the main characters have not written. These are actually, in turn, manifestations of their trauma and or guilt. Following the trend of flip-flopping back and forth between each other's stories, Mia is up first, and after some pinball and boat action, we grab another trophy. On accident.
You can't stick onto it or something?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh, adding insult to injury. You just gave me a trophy.
Like usual, this is just another sci-fi level with some sci-fi puzzles, some sci-fi enemies, and at the very end, we fight a boss that is supposed to be Mia's trauma. This boss fight was pretty good, and of course, after beating it, Mia feels a lot better. We can't just help one character though, because after this, we dive into Zoe's subconscious to help her cope with the loss of her twin sister. And I have to say, out of every single level so far, this one sucks ass. I absolutely hated the mechanics of this level. Everything here up to the boss fight just felt slow and sluggish. Maybe I just really hate puzzles. Anyway, Zoe's guilt has manifested as a Hydra. We cut off the heads, because of course we do, which lead to multiple more growing back. We are then swallowed, where we destroy the Hydra's heart, leading to a scene where Zoe talks to a manifestation of her little sister in her subconscious. After making our way back to base, this is where the game really starts to ramp up, and of course as it should, because this is going to be the final finale for the game. The big bad fires both of his employees, locks down the company, and really starts to kick things up with the machine trying to force his way into our brains. This leads to the levels splitting, Mia being in her sci-fi while Zoe is in her fantasy. Not only that, but we can cross over into each other's worlds, both because we have to or because of weird camera angles.
Oh man.
Motherfucker. Yeah, this shit is fucking trippy.
After completing each phase, we are thrown back at base where we have to fight a hologrammed version of the big bad before we are then thrown into another action-packed scene. I really can't stress how well this finale was done. I mean, just take a look at this.
We're so close. There's got to be another glitch around.
Ah, shit.
I hate piranhas.
Oh, shit. Yo. Okay.
Oh shit, what the fuck is that?
Well.
How is he doing this? Strap in, Zoe.
Bruh.
Yo, I gotta concentrate, yo.
Yeah, this shit actually got me raising up.
I have to say that the creativity at the final part of this game was done really, really well. Of course, after defeating the big bad, he is blown back out of the machine is shut down, and we are escorted to safety. A time lapse later, Zoe meets up with Mia at her father's grave, where they talk about the book that they finally got published, which of course is called Split Fiction. Editing curl here. Wow. I look so much better after a haircut. Anyway, the next part of this video, me and my friend laughed a lot. And if I didn't put this cut here to explain it, it probably would have been a little jarring. We just thought it was funny coming from all of the action and the intenseness to this cutaway that you're about to see. So enjoy.
Did her dad die?
Never was comfortable in this type of clothes. So impractical. It's a release party, not a heist. Look what I picked up.
I fucking swear to God!
It just keeps getting better.
Oh my God, you went through all that for nothing, bro. Oh, fucking kill me. Now that the game was beaten, the last thing to do was to go back through the chapters and collect the trophies. We first make our way to a Cat Zoe side story where I had to turn my friend into a chair and sit on him.
Found the wand.
No. You motherfucker.
Share the load. Thank you, dog. This is goofy.
I'm gonna kill your bitch ass. Get your ass back on me.
I'll fix it, dog.
Before moving on, we stole a rat's balloon to make him cry. We then slide over to the potion shop to craft all of the potions, drinking them, giving us this trophy. You don't need to steal the rat's balloon to do this. We just thought it was funny.
He's still fucking crying.
Is he?
2 more cats to go.
He just to take it
you
away.
sucker.
Fucking bitch.
We then went through and cleared out all of the side stories we missed. Not really gonna go over all of them because there's quite a few, but I will show a little bit of one of my favorite ones.
I want a duck.
Yeah. You want a duck? Fine. Yeah. I'm down.
Fuck the demon.
The big duck.
Howard the
is.
duck.
That's a creep. I don't like this. I want the demon back.
We then went back through, sitting on every bench that we missed throughout our first playthrough. Sitting on all 6 benches spread out throughout the game will give you this trophy.
You sure we didn't sit on this?
No, we did because I just got the trophy.
I'm
A tale of 2 besties.
How come you only write
That's
very-
right.
Wow.
We're
because
besties.
it's awesome?
I'll kill myself.
Making our way back to one of Mia's levels, there is a motorcycle chase sequence at the end where Zoe is tasked with turning off the self-destruct sequence on the motorcycle. This has to be done through a phone authentication, making you scan your face, make sure that you're not a robot, and having to deal with auto spelling. Of course, if you are able to pull this off, you get a trophy for it. Next, I had my friend close me in a crate and push me on a swing. giving us 2 trophies.
Ah.
Shutting us down.
Damn!
And he seems eager to stop us from
A
finding
friendly
another
push.
one.
All right, cool.
That's
That one's
an
done.
understatement.
Next will have to be one of my favorite trophies out of the whole game. In one of Mia's levels, you have to break this bridge that a bunch of people are walking on with this ball, sending all of them falling to their deaths.
Grab this. See that? You know, people up there, bro? Fuck. Are we back? No worries. It's just a simulation.
We then dismantled this robot for another trophy, and according to this guide, this is a reference to It Takes Two, so that's pretty cool if you played that game. We then go back to the drone boat sequence for a movie reference, and then a Metal Gear Solid reference. Then it is back to the pig level to shake the big pig's pot belly. Next up, we had to go back to the Ice Palace to kill an unsuspecting bird. And last but not least, this is probably going to be the hardest trophy out of the entire game, which really isn't saying a lot. There is a side story of Mia's that is nothing but a game show. The game show includes just parkouring through a little track while tossing a bomb back and forth between you and your friend. If you miss a catch or your friend holds onto the bomb for too long, it explodes. The trophy here is that you have to do this entire level without having the bomb blow up once. It isn't really as hard as it sounds because this game really wasn't meant to be made difficult, but of course, after doing so, gives you the trophy. And there you have it. That is the platinum. If you're on PlayStation, you will get 21 trophies because you'll get the plat trophy, but I'm on PC, so I don't get that. I do hope, though, that you enjoy this all achievements acquired screen, and I don't really know what else to say here. Drink some water.